Welcome to a new Heroes of Battle series called Patch Overview. In this series, we're going to overview the patches and our dots and why we did the nerfs or buffs. Our first change is Flank. He no longer has 3 more attack damage than normal, and his Harley Trial by Fire passive will be trimmed off a lot of damage. Why do we think of this? So, every Plank's basic attack doesn't do tons of damage, and it's just really little. But every time the Trial by Fire is up, it will deal massive burst. And which means we're trying to not depend on Trial by Fire and more on Parlay and Barrel Kicks. So now, jungling on higher health monsters will be harder as the percent health nerf is big. Our next set of buffs are with Kin. As we know, Kin is a sniper, but in this gameplay, the sniping range isn't really that helpful in steal. But enemies will always catch up to you, and ambush is a really good escape tool, as you may take damage while in stealth, and it has a cast time. So, we're buffing the passive Precision. By increasing the damage by a significant amount, Kin is able to deal massive burst damage only if they hit the head, but they'll feel that Kin's will do tons of damage if they hit them any other side. So, aim wisely. We also made some changes to certain death, Kin's ultimate ability. It doesn't feel like ultimate ability as it doesn't do a lot of damage. So now, we have a feel that it could execute enemies perfectly. Our next set of changes is a bug fix on Flameronics. So, we feel that the damage on Sun Phoenix is like 1 damage per shot, or just 3. But in this set, we fixed the bug, and we found this coding error. Now it will deal the proper amount of damage. Another really small change is on Hemo. Blood Tide has its radius reduced. It already has a big radius, but it's very reduced. So instead of hitting a monster from here, you have to hit it 1 more step. Or 1 more step. Well, Blood Tide is not a range tool, and it's used for only post battle, but the range is so large used for a range tool instead of a regular melee tool. And this nerf doesn't affect much, as Split Tide gives you a really significant regen. So, the range just reduced a tiny bit. The radius was just too large at the end of the day, so we decided to make it a bit range friendly, we should say. Next our change is Imid. The dashing power of Soul Dance was pretty significant, and we're going to trim off some of the dashing power, so the kites won't be real. On to the items. So, some items changes are pretty big today. As you can see, the 3 items here. Start off with Health Pot. Same deal with Health Relic. The summary is, it heals too much for 500 gold in the beginning. You are able to buy about 6 to 8 extra health relics and some health potions. And that will give you 2 extra lives as you can heal full health every use. So it gives you 2 lives. Instead of always investing in the health relics, you should buy the other items to offer. There's always Aid, which gives you 90 health, but it has to be over time. Gives about the same health as a health pot, but it costs less. So Aid is also a viable option. So, instead of buying Health Relic or Health Pot, there's always Aid. Health Relic also costs significant more, so you won't be able to stack lots of health. Sustain has been always a big problem since Lucky Bead and Lucky Idol got nerfed or going to the health relic now, so they also got nerfed, as their cost is significantly higher. Next set of changes is Soul Rope. Now the cost is increased by a short amount, but it's all worth it. As the snare duration is increased, so as the cooldown is reduced, it will do more. Even if you miss, it will come back in short cooldown, and you'll get chased. Also has a pretty cool texture to go with it. A really secret tip is Soul Rope actually does 1 damage. Not to say it can help, but it can help you in very, very, very lucky situations. The thing we're experimenting on is Eason's Dragon Rage. It knocks back. It's pretty buggy right now, but we'll put it more to test. It will knock the target back, landing Sonic Wave with ease. Or it could just safeguard, use Flash Strike, and just some attacks, and it can make more playmaking potential. So we'll look forward to the knockback update. It could seriously increase some play on Eason. Thanks for tuning in to this patch overview, and see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.